Hello there, Taurus, and welcome to your July forecast. Great to see you, and we're going to change things up a little bit format-wise this month. I really want to start focusing more on using mediumship and intuitive skills. I have a spread of cards here that I've already pulled out, but I want to focus, instead of pulling each card up, talking about the cards, really focusing on the message and the delivery of the message for you. The first and most obvious benefit is that I'm going to be able to give you a much more concise message. And the second is that I'm going to be able to share this with a bigger audience. Beginning this month, all of the videos will be both on YouTube and IGTV on Instagram. So I hope you enjoy. And for those of you that watch from month to month, you know that that's really my purpose. I want to reach out to as many people as possible and help create that sense of awakening, enlightenment, and bring a higher frequency to the planet. So without any further delay, let's get straight into your forecast for this month. As I was meditating on your sign, I got an image of someone diving into a pool. And for me, what that symbolizes is not feeling like you have to hesitate, not second guessing yourself anymore, really not even procrastinating. It's just moving forward. So that's it. Take the first step this month in whatever it is that you might have been waiting to do or hesitating over. This is the month to really overcome that. And when you're starting to second guess yourself, or if you're just feeling a lack of motivation, the minute you start to do it, whatever that is in your life that's kind of holding you back, it starts to alleviate because you allow for the flow of energy to come in again. The first step is the hardest. After that, things start to become much more fluid and even easy. As I was tuning into your catalyst message for this month, I definitely feel like what's going to be necessary to maximize opportunity is to multitask like you've never multitasked before, and to try to realize that you're not going to be able possibly to do everything to a perfectionist point of view. So let things be at a certain point and realize that they're done, and don't get defensive if someone has feedback or has a request. It's not because you can't do it, it's because there's so much going on. So stay nimble, stay open, and try to keep the defenses down a little bit. I think those things are going to put you in a really good place as we look at the rest of the opportunities for this month, but that's your catalyst message. Work and success seem to be two of the key themes that are pulling at you this month. I see a lot of stress associated with performance and performance anxiety, whether that's at school, at work, or just in expectations from friends and family. And so the first thing that I would offer you as a piece of advice is try not to give too much energy to the fear. Observe it. Know that sometimes those butterflies are good because they can help us perform and be our best. But I feel like there's a little bit too much focus on all of the possible negative outcomes, and I want you to focus on the possible positive outcomes just as much, if not more. Interestingly enough, once you do this, I actually feel like there's going to be a great moment here for you to either step up or be observed as being highly competent. So there's a lot of fears that are possibly holding you back. When you sit with yourself and think, I have done everything that I can, this feels good enough, I'm going to release it. And then you do so without that sense of dread or, they won't want this, they won't like this. People will then feed off the fact that you're feeling good about letting it go, not that you're worrying. So once you focus, if anything, on the release. If you can't kind of psych yourself up into thinking it's going to be great, just think it's so good to have let this go. I did everything I could. Don't underestimate your ability to really pull people in with a smile. And I think that this could be your biggest opportunity, your biggest I want to use the word weapon, because you can disarm people with a smile, you can open up their hearts, their minds with a smile, and I think that that's something that's really important, because if you are too serious this month, it could be a little off-putting, and you want to let people into your energy space. So watch your posture. Are you kind of leaning forward? Are you open? Is your heart space open? Are you sitting up? Are you smiling? Are your eyes open and really engaged? I want you to really use your body language this month to let people know that you care, that you're there for them, and that what you're bringing to any situation is your absolute best. There is a little bit of frustration or a need for you to balance out money and resources this month. So if you're feeling tired or over committed, it's important for you to say no a little bit. This is a common theme that I'm seeing this month. Or at the very least, realize what caused that deficit or that imbalance. Overall, I think that there's a possibility for you to simply create better boundaries and change some of the habits, because it looks like some of this could just happen because you're really trying to be a perfectionist in some areas. And that's not a bad thing, but it has its time and it has its place. And it isn't something that's sustainable over the course of the entire month. So pick and choose your moments to sort of go full throttle into something, and then you have to let go on other days. So it's ebb and flow. Some days a little bit better than others. You have to kind of achieve balance so that your body, your energy, your creativity can sustain, like a long distance race is basically what this is like with your energy. The next piece of information, and this is really going to affect you towards the middle to the end of the month, is to really put up your psychic antenna and read between the lines. In a literal sense, I really want you to pay attention to both written and spoken words in contracts, either executed or, again, sort of an oral contract between two people in agreement. Just make sure you understand what's being said and that there's not something that's hidden to that. And then, of course, on a sort of figurative level, this is making sure that what people are doing or expressing in their day-to-day life, there's not some sort of a hidden meaning as well, or they're not dropping some hints that you might be missing. So try not to get so busy that you miss some of these big clues that the universe is giving you, and also look at some key words that might be in contracts and make sure that there's not also some hidden meanings there. Speaking of signs and symbols, many of you may actually be picking up on some of those in your dreams or your daydreams or your meditations. I advise you to pay attention to these, because what might come through in the dreams are symbols that help you understand what people's motivations are in respect to you. Can you trust them? Are they there to help, or are they there to hinder you? Let's expand the forecast now to look at health, wealth, love, and destiny. For health this month, the message is to be careful about what you watch and listen to. So be mindful of if the movie that you're watching is violent or scary, if the music's sort of sad or depressing, or the people around you seem to sort of be gossiping. All of these things kind of eat away at your frequency, at your mental sort of stability, and you want to create a little bit more calm and space in your life. So more meditation and music, people, situations, and food for that matter, that are of a higher frequency and more of a neutral sort of point of view. For wealth, money, career, and opportunities this month, the message is simple. Don't compare yourself to others. Only compare yourself to your own wishes for your future, to your own expectations. That's really all that matters. So tune out all of those external things that are making you doubt yourself. For love this month, how you feel is what you attract. And so if you're in a state where you're feeling a little bit sad or feeling like things just aren't where you want them to be, work first on that before engaging in, if you're in a present relationship or looking for a relationship, before bringing those people into it. Work on, what do I need to get back to sort of baseline normal for me? And if you need to ask for help, ask for help. As I tune into your destiny message, there's a picture of a turtle, which is showing me that things may not be going the speed that you'd like them to, but there's a lot of protection around you. You have everything that you kind of need for this moment to be successful. Enjoy it. Drink it in. So this is the most important moment right now. And the next one will be as well. Don't keep thinking about what has already happened or what's about to happen. Make the most of this moment right now. So that brings your monthly reading to a close, but remember that you can follow me all month long on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as my newsletter. There'll be a link below that will allow you to connect to all of those. You'll also see links that will allow you to book a session if you want to talk a little bit about something that's going on in your life or your own intuitive development. Finally, if this is a video that you like and you felt that it gave you some sort of insight for your life, or you like my developmental videos that I've been doing, and you just want to say thanks, there's a link below that allows you to give a donation of any amount, as little as $1. These resources are directly responsible for creating videos just like this, so please do give back if you can. Otherwise, just like and subscribe, especially if you're on Instagram, as I need to grow the audience in order to do longer videos, which I'd love to do in the long run. So, At the end, I'd just like to extend a little bit of heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. More importantly, thank you for the work that you're doing on yourself. I want to continue to encourage everyone to raise their frequency, shine brightly, and make this a better planet. Much love and light now and always. Thank you.